Hello boys, so this video here is going to be the exact creative process I use to make millions online and that you can adopt for your ads and your video content that actually to make video ads and just content that actually converts. And yeah, you can use this to make your first 10,000, 100,000, wherever you are in your journey. These are the fundamentals and they don't change. So no matter where you are in your journey, if you've never made anything online or you're killing it, the people that were killing it, it's very likely they understand this framework because these are just fundamentals that, like I said, don't change. And this is going to be a bit of a longer video, so get a fucking drink. I've got coffee, get a coffee or Red Bull or Monster, whatever you want, because yeah, I'm going to give you one chance now to look at the comments, and the comments are going to be great because this is source, this is what gurus charge a lot of money for and kind of gatekeep, and they're very vague on how to make video content or ads that actually convert, but this is the exact process I use. So yeah, hopefully in the comments there's a few positive ones, not just calling me horrible names. They should all be saying great video mate is what the comments should be saying. So now you've looked at the comments, put away all the distractions for this video, just watch it, make notes, because yeah, the information you're going to receive in this video is a lot more valuable than 95% of courses you join. And then yeah, just a quick note, why am I making this video basically? So yeah, I've done ecom for a year now and done alright, and a lot of my mates getting into it, and I've been sending them looms pretty similar to this to help them learn, and I just thought, well, might as well put it on YouTube. So I don't know how many views this video is going to get, but if you have clicked on this, then you're lucky because I don't know you you're going to get a lot of source. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, this is the exact process for selling any product or service online. So yeah, I'm basically going to go through avatars, desires, market sophistication, awareness level, angle, and format. And I'm going to go through it for products, but also services. And for products, I've got a few products that I think suit or make it obvious for each area of this sort of creative process. But for services, I'm going to use fitness, and I'll explain why I use fitness at the end of the video. But you're basically going to think, God, he's a genius. Probably not. But anyway, cool, let's get into it. So avatar. Oh, let me hide this as well. Cool. So yeah, avatar, first of all, you need to know who you're selling to. So start with one person, whatever you're selling, be it products or services online. Think what group of people does this product appeal to or solve a problem for? And yeah, you want to pick the one with the biggest TAM, which is target addressable market. Or I also like to target who has the most disposable income to spend. And yeah, what's the biggest opportunity based on your research? So you should research your market that you're selling to. If you're drop shipping, doing e-com, or you sell a coaching offer or service offer online, you can use ChatGPT, but I prefer Gemini Deep Research. I think it's the best software for deep research, and if you've never used deep research before, it will blow your mind. It's probably the best service I think AI can produce right now. Your product reviews, so that can be either your reviews or your competitor reviews. So you can go into your own store, competitor stores. Your Amazon has tons. The ad comments and content comments you get. So if you post reels, because you post services, what are your comments actually saying? Or if you're making ads, what are the ads actually saying? Because this is what your avatar is thinking when they see your content. So the feedback you get from your comments is invaluable, and it gives you so many new angles to come into. And then also I think Reddit's great because Reddit is basically just, again, your avatar actually explaining their problems or the solutions they've tried. And Reddit have brought out an AI feature called Reddit Answers, which I'll go into in a second. But yeah, so think of all the people you could sell to. So if you were selling fitness coaching, you can sell to students, you can sell to corporate office workers, you could sell to pensioners who like, I don't know, they're like losing their mobility and their joints hurt. You could sell to mums who have put on weight since they had their first kid. There's so many avatars which you could target. And what you don't want to do is be like really vague and think like, oh, I'm selling to 45-year-old men who want to lose weight. Like, that's not niche enough. Like, if you do that, you're not going to stand out, because if you try and sell to everyone, you try and sell to no one. What you need to do is, like I just said, like, you need to use your own research, understand this demographic better than they understand themselves, and AI can help you do that. So say Reddit Answers is great. You have all the stuff from the content or the ads that you put out. And here, if you just want to like screenshot this, I might actually give this like Miro board away. So if you watch till the end of the video, you'll find out how to get it. But yeah, like here's 20 questions which I will put into Reddit Answers before, not when I test, but when I start to scale something. These are the 20 questions I'll give to like actually really understand the market. And say like on this point here, like what's the biggest TAM and disposable income? Like if you think about, if you were selling like fitness coaching, you wouldn't want to sell to students because they have no money. Like, so how much can you charge? Like, okay, maybe you can charge like 20 or 30 pounds for a PDF, but like they don't want to spend thousands on coaching. Where like if you were selling to, like, I know a guy from Bali who's like just moved into Dubai, he's killing it, and he really targets like tech entrepreneurs, or like people like basically it's like 45 plus men, like older men who have like very like corporate jobs and are like sat down for like 12-14 hours a day at a desk. That group of like demographic just has so much more money to spend on your service or your goods, so you can charge way higher prices. So yeah, the biggest TAM is applicable maybe to like more product stuff, I would say. Like say like beauty, like acne is a huge market, whereas like, I don't know, like just think of it, mate. Like think like who's got the most disposable income, or like what's the biggest target addressable market I can sell to this product. So whatever in here is, yeah, like do not just go vague and think like, oh, they're like mums or dads who want to lose weight. Use AI to understand this, and I'm going to go through a quick breakdown of like a buyer persona. So like this is what I'd write for a buyer persona. I've literally just filled out like a few of these, but again, you can steal this and like fill this out for whoever you're trying to sell to. So the buyer persona here is Gary. He's a skinny, fat, middle-aged tech worker. He's 52. He's a divorced father of 3. He works long hours at his desk. He hasn't exercised consistently since he was at uni, and he's struggling to find time to eat healthy and get active when he has to balance the demands of his office job with co-parenting 3 kids. So straight away, you have so many more angles to go into this guy's life now, like the actual day-to-day problems he faces, rather than just he wants to lose weight, he wants to look better. So from here, I would do my own research and also use AI, like I spoke about above, to find out the core problem he's facing, powerful emotions he's feeling about that problem, his biggest fears, how those fears affect his key relationships, like things which maybe like people have said to him which like hurt him, like other solutions he's tried in the past, like things he might have said about these failed solutions. Like, again, brief conversational sound bites about like what doesn't he want to do to fix his problem, like the dream outcomes. Like if a genie could just snap his fingers, like what would Gary's life look like? Like this is what you want to sell him on, like his like primary desired outcome. And not just that, but like how does that primary desired outcome, oh, alright, I know, like affect his relationships. So you think like his ex-wife like is so fucking jealous. She's like, wow, Gary, you look different, but different in a good way. His co-worker Margaret at fucking Deloitte is like, oh my god, I need to know what you're doing, you look amazing. And his mate from high school, who he loves having pints with, he was taking the piss out of him when he started. It's like, I have to admit, you've lost a lot of weight, maybe I should try that diet. Where did you find it? Because a lot of people like, I mean, everyone cares what people think about them. So, and it's a lot easier to like visualize in your mind like what these people would think when they see the new you, the desired outcome you, versus just doing it for yourself. So yeah, what does the market hinge their success on? What does the market have to give up? Who does the market blame? And the top 5 biggest objections. Let me just zoom out so you can get all of that in and screenshot it if you want. So yeah, this is like what I would fill out over like maybe 4 or 5 pages in a Google Doc to like really understand the avatar. And once you really understand the avatar, you can decide what your avatar desires. So basically the strength of your desire will determine the success of the video ad you make, or like the content you're posting. So your goal here, you want to find the dominant desire, like what is the most intense desire, what's causing them the most pain, or like what's their dream outcome. So again, if we take it to fitness coaching, if you make a reel or an ad saying like, oh, you're going to have really toned calves, I mean, not many people care about their calves, whereas a lot of people care about having a 6-pack and like having a healthy physique. So like the desire here is so much stronger, and you'll be able to see like the engagement on ads or video content which show like torso 6-pack physiques is way stronger than someone with unreal calves. So think, again, you can use AI for this, like think, and you can basically write down your desires and then like list them, thinking like what would be the most intense. But really the only way you're going to find this is by testing, by making content. But you should have a good idea and say like make a list in order of priority to test. But yeah, so moving on to there, like on desire, like when you're selling a product or you're selling services, you have the physical like element of your product, and you have like the functional element. So what do I mean by that? Like say you're selling fitness coaching, okay? Like if you market on, I'm going to give you a calorie deficit diet plan and you're going to train push-pull legs, that's boring, no one really cares. Like what do they care about? Women find you more attractive, you have more energy, your peers respect you more. Like this is what the market's desiring. They're not desiring is it going to be incline press or lat pull downs. Like they want the woman they like at work to find them attractive, or they want their mates to like respect them more, etc. Or they want to feel better day to day. So the functional usually is what you want to market on, but you're going to explain your features, and like the word "so you can" is so important in copywriting or in content. So like you do all of this, the physical, so you can have the functional, and I'll move on to that in a little bit. But again, for a product like this is like the Dyson hairdryer, which has been run up like really hard in e-com in the last year by a very good Donny. But again, like the physical is like carbon fiber wires, motherboard. Do you care? Like what do you care about? You care like that you have like shiny, smooth celebrity hair, and like why do you care about that? So you can look more attractive. Why do you care about that? So you have higher status, basically. So yeah, again, you need to research this, like what does the market desire? You can find all of this again by like looking at product reviews, ad comments, content comments, using AI, looking through like Reddit forums, but also testing it. So like here's 2 examples of ad tests. Like this shoe brand, like the first ad is like find your style and didn't perform well, versus like you can look like $1 million and spend way less to look like that. So like this is the dominant desire. You can see this ad has like 700 likes, so like you have a good idea that it has a lot of spend behind it and it's profitable. Like again, if these shoes were sold in Macy's or Nordstrom, they cost $200. So the desire here is status. Like I want to look wealthy, not like talking about the features of the shoes. And again, like this is 2 ads, like a bad performing ad and a good performing ad. Like they've tried testing for like youth athletes and it's not performed as well, whereas when they target girls wanting a better bum, it performs. Again, it has really good engagement on the ad. So yeah, this is what I talk about here, like feature X so you can benefit Y, or feature X so you can benefit, feature Y so you can benefit. So all of your copy, you shouldn't just say, if you're selling a fitness program, it's going to be this split and you're going to get you in a calorie deficit. You can talk about that, but talk about why you're going to give them that, or the product, like why this feature is important. So the mechanism here is going to give you shiny celebrity hair. The so you can is so important because people are very selfish. They only care about what you're going to do for them. What is your product going to do for them, or what's their service going to do for them? everyone's busy, they want to know like how you can improve their life. So yeah, like here, I've written like a little table for you, because as I said, like each desire, like you want to think like, why do they have this desire, to like really get to that like underlying factor behind like what's motivating them to purchase. So again, like, why do they want to find a style so they can look wealthy? Why do they want a bigger bump so they can be more attractive? And this is just something I got AI to spit out in like 2 minutes, because I'm busy and I haven't got that much time to put into this loom. But you can see like they want to get in shape so they can feel more confident, so they can enjoy social events without feeling self-conscious. And this gives you so many angles to run off, like, because you can market about enjoying social events without feeling self-conscious, or you can market about, oh, I finally stopped obsessing about calories, and you understand like the feature here, like, oh, you can eat healthy without restrictions, so you can stop obsessing over calories, if you understand what I'm saying. So the so I can, again, it's really important to understand this, like, what is the dominant desire in your market? What's going to give you the biggest tailwind, basically? Cool. So yeah, pretty straightforward. What do these people want? What is their dream outcome? Listing them from a first person perspective like gives them a lot more clarity, I think. So it's like, I want to be more attractive, or I want to be envied by my peers. It's a lot better than they want to. And then yeah, you should have this desire fixed throughout awareness stages, but let me go through awareness stages now so you can kind of understand that more, then I can get back to it. So this is probably the biggest mistake I see people make, like not understanding awareness and sophistication. Because like you have to think like your market, they're all in different stages. So you have unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. Like this is basically from breakthrough advertising, like the Bible of copywriting, and like everyone who you see, who you admire and look up to in the info space, like understands this market segmentation so well, because they understand how to target each avatar in their market, or like where that avatar is in the sales process. So unaware is basically people who aren't aware of their desire or their need to solve the problem. So for example, like they know that walking up the stairs causes them discomfort, but they don't know why they have that pain. Problem aware would be they know they have a problem to solve, but they aren't aware of any solutions. So then yeah, like, okay, my knees really hurts when I walk up the stairs. You're identifying the problem a lot more. Solution aware is they know there's a solution to their problem, but they don't know any specific products to solve it. So they know they need something to fix their knee, like their knee's causing them pain, and they know there's surgery, there's braces, but they don't know which solution is the right one for them. Product aware, you're moving into like, they know your product exists at this point, but they're not convinced, like, does it work? Like, how well does it work? Is it like the best product for me of all these solutions? So like here, they're aware that knee brace is probably the right solution for them, and they're aware of like your knee brace solution, but they don't know like why, or like why they should go for that one over the other ones in the market to solve their problem. And most aware, I mean, these are just the easiest people to sell to. Like they know your product and they know what it does. They might have even purchased before, but basically they're price sensitive, so they need a better offer before they purchase. Cool. So yeah, like from here, like you need to think like the bridge to like get them from like where they are in the market right now, of all these like stages of awareness, to get them like to convert. And to do that, you need to think like, what are they thinking right now? And there's a bridge to get them into there, which is like the belief shift needed to get them to purchase. So for unaware, they are thinking right now like everything feels normal, I like don't have a problem basically. And you need to shift their belief to thinking like, there's a problem affecting my life a lot, and it's really worth paying attention to. Let me have a coffee, because I've just spoken for 20 minutes straight. You guys can have a drinks break too. Hope you're fucking enjoying this. Now, what I will say about unaware markets is they are definitely the hardest to sell to, because you have to get them down this whole process basically. So you have to do a lot of convincing. You probably need VSLs, you probably need pre-landers. You might even need calls, like if you're selling like a high ticket service. So if you have not sold like at least multi six figures online, that I would not recommend going after this group, but I'm still going to tell you what to do. So yeah, this is the belief shift you need to cause these people to have. For problem aware, like from problem aware onwards, like it's not too hard to sell to these people, to be honest. You can almost think about it like the political spectrum. Like, say you were trying to get people here, and that here is like voting for Trump, and like here is like blue haired, like piercings, tattoos. You know what I'm trying to say? And like here's maybe like a libertarian moderate. Here is someone who like likes Bush but doesn't fucking thinks Trump's like a bit vulgar, like the way he talks about certain demographics. And here's maybe like someone who's like an Obama voter but like annoyed, like they're problem aware, so they're annoyed but like all the manufacturing's being moved out of like Michigan or like Baltimore or somewhere like that. So they're aware there's a problem with their party, but you need to educate them like about like why this is the best solution. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So the further you go down, the closer they are to your desired outcome. I mean, it's purchasing, but I think politics is quite a good metaphor to use actually. That's quite good. Yeah, so problem aware, like they know something's wrong, and they don't know how to fix it. And the belief shift you need to give them is there's a specific type of solution designed for this exact problem. Solution aware, I've heard of solutions like this, but I don't know if it actually works. The belief shift needed here is that most options aren't effective, but this one works because of a unique advantage of mechanism. And this is so important. I'm going to go into this in the following section. But yeah, your mechanism is so important because this is how you differentiate yourself from all other solutions in the market and actually stand out. Again, solution aware and product aware are just great like areas of the market to sell to, because people have already done this convincing, right? They've already educated them on like they have a problem and they need to solve this problem, and you're just sort of coming in at the final stage. So your CAC is going to be way lower, like your cost per acquisition, because you have to do way less selling and marketing basically. Product aware, I'm considering this product service, but I'm not fully convinced. Belief shift needed. This is the best choice because it's proven, trustworthy, and delivers real value. So guys, let me just go over most aware, but most aware, I know the brand, should I buy now? Belief shift, now's the time to act because I'll get more value or I might miss out. So like this is what you need to think in your marketing, like who, like not just your avatar and like what, not just your desire, but like who am I actually going after in this ad or this video that I'm trying to sell to? And like what belief shift does this video creative, like whether it be an ad or it be organic, like what belief shift do I need to convince them for? Because so many people just go for all of these, and like again, if you're selling to everyone, you're selling to no one. So think avatar, desire, awareness. So like, you know, Gary wants to like piss off his ex-wife or like make people at work jealous, and say he's solution aware, like you need to think like your solution is the most effective because it has a unique mechanism which is going to get him to his desired outcome. And if he sees that, he will convert. Cool. Right. Do I want to go through this because it's a lot of text and I'm conscious that this video is going on a while? Yeah, we can, because it is good information. So yeah, like for unaware, they don't realize they have a problem. The market's identified by a core emotion they're feeling. You need to call out the core emotion, educate them on the problem that's causing that emotion, and then the solution to solve that problem. So yeah, the goal is to educate the unaware prospect to become problem aware. You can either highlight a problem that you know everyone has or is very common, or talk about people like your ideal prospect you're wanting to go after. So like in these examples here, I've got basically this footwear brand, and yeah, like this, like it's showing like how convenient it is, and like you can see like, because something you have to remember is like there's way more people in this part of the market, the unaware and the problem aware, than there are in the most aware and product aware, because like I said, like people move down this spectrum. So like Space Goods, I put this ad here as an example of an unaware ad, and it's a really good ad, like, and it shows this really captivating visual at the start about like how much poop is stored in your gut, and then it moves on to like what causes your guts to be so like fixed up, and like, oh, this is a problem which is causing you low energy. So it starts with unaware, like get a captivating visual, like did you know you have this much poop stored in your gut? It's all fucking bunged up. this is what's causing you to have low energy. And then we have this mechanism, this mushroom coffee. They're a mushroom coffee brand if you don't know. We have this mechanism, we're a mushroom coffee brand, and like if you have mushroom coffee, you're gonna lose your like bad gut health, you're gonna have way more energy, way more clarity, way more focus, and then offer basically, we have this great starter kit right now and you get all these free gifts with it. You see free gifts and free shipping, 100% money back guarantee. So this is a really good unaware ad. Say if you get this Miro board, like click the link and watch it. It's a really good example. Problem aware. So yeah, the user senses they're experiencing a problem and they don't know if there's a solution. So your goal here, identify and focus on the problem and show your understanding of that problem. And then you want to start to provide answers to that problem. So what you're going to do here, you're going to first articulate the problem so clearly that they literally think like, yes, this is literally the problem I'm experiencing. And then start introducing your solution to that problem. So you can see here like, this guy's hockey bag is like really he's really messy, and then they sell like, we have like all these compartments, like you'll be so much more organized when you're packing your bag to go to training. And again, on the space goods example, like here they're showing gut health, and their gut health causes, after that they show bad gut health causes low focus, restless energy, zero productivity. So they had to educate the person that like that's what's causing this problem. But here in their problem aware ad, people already know they have this problem. So they know they have low energy and low focus, and they're saying again like our product is going to give you like a sharp focus, clear mind, mental clarity. So you can see they've already done the convincing in this creative here, but to educate the person that they have all these problems, now they know they have these problems, they're showing their product as a solution to those problems. Cool. So now we're on solution aware. So solution aware, the user knows their solutions to their problem and they haven't chosen one, and they don't know they don't know if your product will be the best solution for them. So again, remember like if they have knee pain walking up the stairs, they could get surgery, they could get a knee brace, they could take painkillers. There's so many solutions available to this problem, and this is very common. Like most problems have infinite solutions which could solve it in one way or another. Your goal, therefore, is to introduce your solution as the main problem as a superior solution. So you're the best solution on the market. And to do this, what you want to do is call out the benefits consumers want that your product provides. If there are other solutions that give them the same benefits as yours, call them out and compare how yours does it better. You can also use success stories, influencer reviews as vehicles for showing your reader just how well your solution does that. So this ad does as well. You can see like they're like a home workout brand, like with a bike. And yeah, it's like, you could do a full body workout, etc. like with our thing. Whereas if you use an exercise bike, you don't get any of these benefits which our product do. So you can see like for people who want to exercise, they've been educated on the like through the unaware stage, like you need to start exercising because it's going to give you way more energy. The problem is, you're overweight, etc. Like now you know that you're being overweight is causing your bad energy, and then you think like, all right, well I need to start exercising. Which solution should I pick? We're the best solution for exercising versus the exercise bike. And how does Space Goods do this? So now these people are solution aware. They know their gut health is causing them to have low energy. They know that low energy can be solved with this mushroom coffee brand. But what are the other solutions? Well, coffee's one, right? Because it's a mushroom coffee brand. So here in this solution aware ad, they're comparing themselves to coffee. I said goodbye to how horrible coffee made me feel. And again, if you get the Miro board, because you watched the end of the video, you can watch this ad and really understand this concept. So yeah, you can see they're comparing themselves to other solutions and basically why they're the best solution. Cool. Product aware. Actually, let me get a drink. Sorry guys, I'm in the office right now in Bali. Not gonna tell you where it is in case any weirdos turn up. Cool. So yeah, now we're product aware. So the user's now aware of all the options available to them and they're exploring them all, including yours. Your job for this part of the market is to show them why you're the best. Basically, you're the best product. So here, maybe they know mushroom coffees would solve their problem, their bad gut health, their like low focus and low energy. But again, there's quite a few mushroom coffee brands. So why is your mushroom coffee brand the best mushroom coffee brand? The action here is you want to build more trust, share benefits and features, and show them more of how your product will solve their desire the best. You can also introduce future pacing at this level by showing them how your solution is so easy and effective to complete. So here, for one example, you can see this jewelry is like 5 reasons why you should try this jewelry brand. So again, they know they want the jewelry, they need more convincing on the mechanism, or maybe how good your shipping is, or how easy it's going to be to come, or how nice it looks compared to the other products which are going to solve their problem. So how does Space Goods do this? Space Goods are now giving testimonials. She says, running a business with ADHD isn't easy. Between the 3 p.m. crashes and constant mental load, I needed something which actually supported my focus and creativity. Rainbow Dust has been a game changer. I mix the scoop into my coffee every morning and it generally helps clear the brain fog and gets me back to flow. It's become a daily non-negotiable. I wouldn't have built what I have without it. So look how educated this person's come before. Gut health is causing you to have low energy. Low energy can be solved. There's a solution for your problem. We are a better solution than coffee. Coffee makes you feel horrible. We have this mushrooms. It makes you doesn't have the crash. You have clear, consistent energy throughout the day. Okay, this woman now is the avatar, middle-aged woman who basically are looking for a coffee alternative. She's given a testimonial about how easy and effective a solution is, and she's showing trust and showing benefits. So you can look at that woman cool, I'm just like Elizabeth. I run a business, I have daily crashes, I have bad brain fog, etc. Well, if Elizabeth likes it, then I must like it. You can see she's given it a 5-star. It's got really good reviews on Trustpilot as well. So yeah, they've promoted trust, shared the benefits, basically shown that it's the best solution. It's the best product, the best product now. We're on product aware. Okay? A lot of product aware is trust, to be honest. Testimonials work great. If you're doing a video ad, I've always done mashup ads. So rather than for problem aware and solution aware, you would just have one UGC creator, maybe for problem aware, talking about how she solved her problem. Or for solution aware, I would talk more about the mechanism behind why the solution is better. But for product aware, what I like to do is hone in on one point. So say you were selling I don't know, sleep mask for deeper, better sleep, and your sleep mask is padded and blacked out, etc. This is maybe a comment you get in your ads all the time, does it completely black it out? You would just show 6 UGC creators back to back, mash up, all talking about how this one mechanism works great for them, and it really promotes social proof. So mash up ads work great for product aware audiences. Nice. And now we're on to most aware. So most aware, I know the brand, should I buy now? Basically, you need to get them to buy. So it's time to sell, get out of the way, make a great offer, reduce risk, make it easy to purchase. 20% off code. You can see here they have this bundle offer for Space Goods. So for this audience now, they trust it, they know it's a good solution, they know it's going to solve their problem, they're all being educated on the problem. You just make them a good offer, cool, you get all these free accessories with Rainbow Dust. Okay, cool. So yeah, the action to take, how do you determine market awareness? Based on the sophistication level, you're going to pick the awareness stage with the most opportunity and design your strategy targeting awareness stages moving forward up to that point. So what do I mean by that? I mean that if your market is predominantly problem aware, you base your strategy around targeting problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and fully aware. So you always move forward, you never move back on the awareness stages. So yeah, if people are already educated on their gut health is causing them low energy and brain fog, they're already educated. You don't need to sell to them, you don't need to educate the people on that. And this is what some brands do really well. They come into a market which has already been educated and almost down this funnel, and they just take all the low hanging fruit. So a great example of that is Grunz. They're basically a greens gummy bear, and Athletic Greens are now $1 billion brand, and Athletic Greens have spent so much on advertising, basically educating the customer on how, like, because you're not getting enough vitamins, because like there's not enough greens in your diet, and like the like vegetables and fruit you get now have like way less minerals and vitamins in. Like, we solve that problem. Like, you just take this scoop of greens per day and you get all the vitamins you need. So they've been educated like on the issue, and they've been educated on their problem. Grunts come in at the solution aware stage because a lot of people don't like taking a powder. It's like just pretty gross tasting, and they're like, new mechanism, gummy bear, so much nicer and easier. And I think now grunts are doing like 500 million a year, literally because they just have way less educating to do with the customer. So if you can come in at this like solution aware, product aware stage, like, you can do really, really well. So yeah, if your market awareness stage was product aware, you should mostly focus on product aware and solution aware audiences. So you find out where the market mostly are, or predominantly are, and you move forward and so the predominant stage and the stages like after that, basically. Cool. So yeah, this is from Eugene Schwartz, Breakthrough Advertising, and yeah, you can just screenshot this. I've consciously really gone over this about 20 minutes, but this just shows the like approach of video creatives you can make for each awareness stage and like what works really well. Okay, so screenshot that. You're welcome, lads. Cool. So now let's move on to market sophistication. So I actually got this content off like Sean Eng on Twitter, so I'll link his Twitter in the description as like credit, because I don't want to just nab it, but it's like a really good way of like explaining it. So yeah, I'll link his Twitter in the description. But basically, market sophistication, like, this is what your market see when they see your products normally. So like, what t-shirt would you choose here? 3, 2, 1. I mean, it doesn't really matter because they all look the same. Whereas like, what t-shirt would you choose here? 3, 2, 1. I don't know which t-shirt you choose, but I guarantee you notice this one way more because it's been differentiated. Okay? So yeah, this is what your customer sees of your product versus every other product for their problem. And you notice in the second image, even if you wouldn't choose the Nike t-shirt, it caught your attention because it's been differentiated, right, boys? And it's the same here. Like, if they all look like this Nike t-shirt here, you notice this one way more because, again, it's been differentiated. So again, I think this is like what a massive mistake people make when they're marketing. Like, they don't explain like any new mechanism for why they're different. So people just see this as like, oh, another acne cream. Oh yeah, did you know that like we get rid of acne because we have these ingredients which get rid of acne? Everyone fucking says that, mate. Like, oh, did you know we make your eyelashes look way better because like, yeah, we like an eyelash or a lip liner and we have these ingredients which make your lip look so plump. They've seen a million UGC creators show like nice lips or nice eyelashes or before and afters of their acne, and they don't trust it because they've really tried some stuff. And this is very much for like solution aware, product aware audiences. Like, you need to stand out. So how do you stand out? Like, these t-shirts represent what your potential customers see in the market, and when all of the shirts look the same, there's no clear or obvious choice. They just seem to be the same. So what you need to do is you need to pick one. And how do you pick one? Basically, when you see a branded or new mechanism or product, it automatically grabs your attention and becomes the most attractive choice in the market. Okay, so you need to basically figure out a new mechanism for these type of audience. So yeah, again, this is from Eugene Schwartz, Breakthrough Advertising. Make sure you read that, boy. Actually read it 5 times over because it's so fucking good, and it's like pretty intense, especially if you're a bit of a newbie. Like, it will take a lot of times reading it through to like really get it. That's why I think this sort of video is helpful rather than me just saying read Breakthrough Advertising, boys, because I mean, I've read it like 4 times, and even then I still like try and read it like once every 6 months. Cool. So yeah, level of market sophistication, time, amount, quality of buying experiences. So the more solutions or the more products they've tried basically to solve this problem they have, the more skeptical they are. Okay, so you need to overcome that by, depending on the sophistication level, either make bigger claims than your competitors or introduce a new mechanism. And this is fucking sauce right now. Like, especially if you've been in the game a while and you're not having results, like I guarantee this part of the video you're gonna write a really nice comment. I know you are. So yeah, basically market sophistication level 1 is you're first to the market, so they've never seen your product before. You can literally just name the claim and prove it works. So I mean, an example is like when fitness coaching took off on YouTube like 10 years ago. I've got like OG Rob Lipsett videos, because like all he had to do is basically just show he's in shape, him going to the gym, that he bloody has a calorie deficit, etc. Like super simple videos, okay, to like sell fitness coaching. Like if you sell fitness coaching now, you know the market is not like this. You can't just post your workout or like what do I eat in a day and no one gives a shit. Why do I give a shit? I've seen a million influencers show what they eat in a day before. I've tried eating like that. I don't look like them. So again, like, but yeah, if you're first to the market, you can literally just do this. Like when online fitness coaching started like 10 years ago, this is all you had to do to market it. And yeah, like BlackBerry is a good example for a product. So BlackBerry was like the first like pager or phone that you could receive email on. So again, like all you need to do is basically just say like, look, here's his phone. Did you know it can send and receive emails? And like, as long as the claim is like believable and you show that it works, you're going to do very well. But as more and more competition comes into the market, you need to enlarge the claim. So sophistication level 2, the market's beginning to see like a lot of solutions or products. So they've seen a lot of online coaches, or they've seen a lot of smartphones which can receive emails. To stand out and not be this boring white t-shirt, you need to enlarge the claim, okay? So enlarge the successful claim of your competitors, and yeah, one-up them basically. So you need to make bigger and stronger claims. So here, for fitness, okay, he's saying you can make more gains in less time through using scientific lifting methods, okay? So it's not just what do I eat in a day, or what do I train, it's if you train in this scientific way, you can actually make more progress, okay? So he's enlarging the claim in goods and services. Nokia talk about connecting people, which is a lot stronger claim. Like people want to feel connected, it's a lot stronger claim. Again, what I talk about, the so you can on desires, right? Why do you want to be connected? Where it resonates more, why do I want to send and receive emails? It resonates more so you can be more connected to your friends and family, okay? So it's a stronger claim. And Nokia did really well this back in the day. Cool. Sophistication level 3. So once everyone like enlarges the claims, like we're the best, no, we're the best, like we're the best solution, again, like the market just get more and more skeptical, and they've seen it all before, they've heard all the claims. So here, you're going to introduce a new mechanism. And if you're dropshipping or doing ecom, like every year products get run up, which have been run up 4 or 5 times before. And it's because they introduce a new mechanism, okay? They stand out. They're no longer the white t-shirt, they're the black t-shirt. So yeah, you need to focus on how the product you delivers, focus how the product delivers the same claim in a new and better way. So in fitness coaching, you saw like a rise a few years ago of like Liver King and like Paul Saladino, and it's like we only eat like single ingredient foods, like if you eat this like clean new way where like no fucking, because mate, Rob Lipsett will like bash Domino's, Krispy Kreme donuts, etc. They're like, now we only eat single ingredient foods, like animal based diet, honey, fruit, steak, and people think, oh, I haven't seen this before. Maybe if I eat like this, I'll finally get the physique of my dreams. Good marketing, okay? And how to do this in products? Well, Apple brought out the touch screen for the smartphone. So many phones, BlackBerry, Nokia, Apple, you could send your emails, like send and receive them. Samsung, all those phones back in the day. I remember it had an LG cookie back in the day. But Apple were like the first like main company to bring up a touchscreen phone. So touchscreens are the new mechanism for the smartphones, okay? Super important mechanism this is going to be like the biggest differentiator for most of you guys, because I guarantee if you sell fitness coaching, you've never brought a new mechanism in before in your life. You've just shown what you eat in a day and how you train in the gym, and you look like everyone, okay? If you bring a new mechanism to the market, like, you will go viral 100%. And same with the product you're trying to sell. Like, if you're trying to sell some like beauty serum, or like, I don't fucking know, like, yeah, something that solves knee pain, or a supplement, anything like that, like, you need a new mechanism to stand out, okay? Cool. Enlarge the mechanism. So again, pretty similar to sophistication level 2. This is just with the new mechanism in the market, you're enlarging the mechanism. So the market now knows the mechanism. Touchscreens are common for phones, right? Or like, people will have seen a lot of people eat in this way where they only eat single ingredient foods. You need to enlarge your mechanisms. Like, you need to fucking go bigger. Like, now we have like, what's a good example here? Like, creatine's a good example, right? So creatine. Sophistication level 1, start the claim. Creatine helps your performance in the gym. It makes you stronger. Enlarge the claim. We have pure creatine. All these other creatine brands are like 90% creatine, 10% additives. We have 98% pure creatine. We're the like most pure creatine brand, and as a result of that, you'll get even better progress in the gym. New mechanism. Creatine gummies. They came out, like, what was that brand called? Like Overload? And they had like no creatine in their gummies. But for a year they did really well because it was a new mechanism, and people didn't like doing the dry scoop or like having the creatine in their drink. If you have creatine gummies, you have a new mechanism and you stand out. You never launched just a creatine brand now, but that creatine gummies brand did really well for the year that people didn't know that there was no creatine in the gummies. So now, what are people going to do? They're going to enlarge the mechanism. They're going to say, we have more creatine in our gummies. We have like, I don't know, you only need 2 gummies versus 5 to like get your daily creatine in, etc. Because we have the highest creatine concentration in our gummies, okay? Enlarge your mechanism, make it easier, faster, and solve it better to overcome limitations. So look at this Donny, all right? Look, again, this guy understands marketing. Like, I doubt he eats like this every single day, to be honest. But he puts it on a fancy chopping board. Like, you can go to his Instagram and he'll have like 20 eggs, 4 steaks, and just some cheese. But people haven't seen it before, so like, it has that wow factor, and he stands out. Like, you can't say that this brother is like a white t-shirt. Okay, he has big black t-shirt energy, because you look at it and be like, mate, what the fuck? I can't ask, mum's making spag bol tonight. Like, I can't say, mum, I don't want shepherd's pie. I want this for dinner. She's just not going to cook it. But he stands out. Like, he's run up a decent following, okay? So if you're doing services, you need to do what he's done. If your market's in this level, okay? Enlarge the mechanism. And what did Apple do? Yeah, they like made the phone like thinner and like the battery better, and it's like quicker, etc. Again, like, you're enlarging the mechanism, okay? And then you get to the final stage, identification. Like, basically all the claims have been made, the market no longer believes you, so you need to focus more on like identification, like becoming your prospect. So here, like, Gary wants to see guys that look like Gary, basically, like that they've done it before, because he's so skeptical. He's tried so many things, he's been burned so many times, that yeah, like, Gary needs to see like someone like Gary like become like fucking Mike Thurston, where like, you talk about selling fitness, like, this bloke sells fitness, and look at his post. He's at the beach, he's in Ibiza, he's in London, but like, he is the version that people want to become. So he's selling the persona rather than actually selling the features of the product, okay? So you can do this at this level of market identification. You can see like, this is a Rolex commercial and a Nike commercial. They're the same thing, like, they're showing their customers who they become once they purchase with the brand. Same that Mike Thurston does, and like, here's a team and they'll understand this really well. Or it sort of comes back to stage level 3, where then you need a new mechanism again, basically, okay, to stand out. So stage 5 is linked with stage 3. Usually at stage 5, unless you're really fucking good and you have a really high budget, I'd recommend trying to find a new mechanism, especially if you're drop shipping. Like, you ain't doing sophistication level 5 shipping out of China, G. Like, you need to fucking find a new mechanism. All right, cool. So that's sophistication levels. Let me just, because I missed out this, like basically, I'm conscious on time, but basically, yeah, you want the same desire fixed throughout stages because it's fundamentally the same underlying thing motivating your audience. So basically, this just shows how the same desire changes through the market awareness stages. Like it's different problems, but the same underlying desire. So this is how you would market like a pre-workout to the 5 stages of awareness. But I think I covered that quite a bit going through the Space Good ads example. So I'm going to move on from that quickly because we still have to go through angle. So yeah, we've so far gone through avatar, desire, sophistication level, awareness level. Now we're at angle. So with angle, basically for each awareness stage, you want to focus and list as many angles as you can to test. So think like Gary goes into work and his co-workers are so impressed. Gary has way more energy. Gary picks up the kids from Sharon and she's so impressed by his weight loss, etc, etc, etc. For each stage of awareness, you're going to like list as many angles as you can for that avatar. List them in priority, like what do you think is the best? What do you think has the biggest desire we spoke about earlier? And keep a checklist so you can tick them off and make content or make video ads on all these angles and see how well they performed. And if it performed well, you double up on it. So for Gary here, I've made like quite a few angles for all the different aware stages. So his desire is he wants to lose weight and feel confident. And you can see like unaware, used to have more energy for the kids, what changed, remember when weekends didn't leave you exhausted. So like he's not even aware that he has a problem at this stage. Problem aware, now he knows he's unhappy with his health or body, but he feels stuck or unmotivated. So yeah, he's like avoiding mirrors and family photos, and he gets told like his kids deserves a dad who feels strong, not just shows up tired. Really hits deep in the fucking heart. Solution aware, he's aware of options like gyms, diets, programs, but not on fit his lifestyle or feel sustainable. So here you market to that, like no crazy workouts, no fad diets, just small daily wins that actually fit your lifestyle. Product aware, he's probably seen your program, ad or email before, he just needs proof for relatability and ease. So that here you'd show him like other men your age are seeing results in 4 weeks without the gym. And then most aware, he's ready, he just needs that emotional or logical nudge. So like you've taken care of everyone else, now it's your turn, or just make him an offer like, oh, for the first 4 weeks, it's like results guarantee, like lose fucking £5 or get your money back to get him on board, okay? And to do this, you want to use these 2 copywriting frameworks, Ada and Paz. Claude is very helpful for that, and I'll make a separate video on that, but this is how I'd put those angles into this copywriting framework, either attention, interest, desire, action, or pain, agitate, solution. Again, track both. You could do each angle with both and see what performs better, because different frameworks are going to work better on different audiences, basically. And finally, we have format. So based on the angle you've chose, you want to list out every way you can think it can be communicated and represented. So you want to test every angle with multiple formats and like list them again in terms of priority and work down, keep a checklist, tick the offers you tested so you can actually see what's working well and you can discard what's not working well. So here, if you want to screenshot it, I've listed like all the types of video ads I've ever run. It's like 25 here. And then like all the types of image ads which I've ever run, there's like 18 here. So you have so many formats you can repurpose this content to. And if you have an angle that's working well, like the best iteration form is just putting it into new formats, because you reach people who consume content in different ways. Like some people like watching podcast clips, some people like watching street interviews, some people like watching UGC clips, some people like image ads, etc. Like once you find an angle that's working, like you want to repurpose it, and this kind of shows you how to do that. And you also want to think like, what formats does your avatar consume organically, because this means they want to consume your content and it's going to perform so much better in paid ads. So yeah, like you think like if you're selling to like some like 45-year-old man, like let's say like Black Rifle Coffee, it's like US military approved coffee. Like if you had an ad style where like it looked like you're on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about it, that's going to perform so well, because these middle-aged men watch the Joe Rogan podcast. Whereas like if you were selling to like a 22-year-old girl, like a makeup product, like what does she consume organically, like TikTok and these like get ready with me style videos. So you want to purpose your angle in that format to like the content they consume organically, because you want them to consume your content basically. Right, the camera's gonna die. Let me just pause this and sync up and I can do the outro. And don't click off because otherwise you won't get the Miro board for free. So give me 5 minutes, boys, and I'll basically explain how you can get this Miro board. Right, boys, so back again, sorry about that. But yeah, you want to think about what content they consume organically and ideally purpose your angle into that, because I saw this from Alex Hormozy actually, and it was like a story about the garlic and the ham, which is basically like the story of like this guy giving, his dog's got ticks, and he asks his grandma, how do I get rid of the ticks? And she says, you need to give the dog garlic. And he tries to, and the dog just won't eat the garlic. So the grandma's like, no, you don't give him garlic. You need to wrap the garlic up in ham, and then the dog eats the garlic. And the dog eats the ham, he, at the same time, ingests the garlic in the middle of the ham, it's wrapped inside it, and the ticks are cured. And this is what you want to think about your content when you're selling. Like, you need to give people what they want in order to give them what they need. So the format is so important to everything we've just talked about is the garlic, all right? You just understood exactly what they need to solve their problem, okay? So be the best solution, to be the best product for the problem whoever you're selling to has. The format is the ham, like how do you make them, not trick them, but do you know what I mean? How do you make them consume this message? Because people don't want to consume ads, they don't like ads. If you think when you're watching TV, you go to the toilet or you go to get a drink when the ads are on. When you're on YouTube, you're trying to skip ads. When you're on Instagram, you're trying to scroll past the ads. So the format is super important. And this is, how you getting these people to consume your message without even realizing it's an ad. Because if they can realize it's an ad like 30 or 40 seconds in and they've already consumed and they're already hooked in, like, I mean, you've won, you basically sold to them. So format is super important. So here's all the formats I've listed for you boys, video and image. And again, do research, like what does the avatar I'm like selling to, like what do they consume organically? Because you can best believe like if it does well organically, it's going to do very well on paid ads as well. And alternatively, if you only do organic anyway, then it needs to be good organic content or you're going to get no views. So I think that's most of it, to be honest, boys. Why did I choose fitness? So I chose fitness because I understand my avatar and I understand who would be watching this, and it's going to be like guys who like want to start making money online and be entrepreneurs, and like what do these people want? They want status, like let's be honest, like why do you work? Like you work so like guys will respect you more and girls will respect you more and want you more, and you increase your own status. And what do these guys do who want status, who want to make more money or like make better content? They usually go to the gym because they also want to look better, like it's the same underlying desire. So I guarantee basically there's probably like one girl watching this, probably my ex, so hi, hope you're well, miss you and that. But other than her, like it's going to be guys watching this, and like most guys, if you got into the gym, you probably watch content on the gym. So I understood that you would digest that message a lot better because you've seen the content, you know what I'm talking about, you've probably seen the YouTubers or the like types of content I've shown you. So that is the ham, where like I've given you relatability stuff so you consume the message I'm trying to pass on to you. So again, that's kind of an example in itself about what you can do in your content. If you found this video useful, please comment, really will help me out. I say it's going to be a pretty small channel, but if you found this video useful, I want you to comment, great video mate, comma, really helpful. And if you haven't commented, don't DM me on Instagram like, oh Dan, can you help me? Oh, my store, the ads aren't converting. The first thing I'm going to say is screenshot your comment and show me you commented. So make sure you comment great video mate, really helpful. If you found this useful as well, a few plugs. So like Sean Eng, I think his Twitter is, I'll put him in the description. He helped a lot when I just put this together for like my internal process a while ago. There's this other guy on Twitter called Jacob. I'll put him in because he helped me a bit, like understanding awareness stages. Both of them are really good follows, so I'd recommend you follow both of them. Breakthrough advertising, you should buy. I definitely do not know where you could get it for free, so don't DM me on Instagram asking for a PDF link because I definitely do not have that. And yeah, if you want a copy of this Miro board, yeah, I'll link all that in the description anyway, but if you want a copy of this Miro board, my Instagram will also be linked in the description. So, I mean, you better have commented, okay? Because I've just given you like an hour of value for free. I don't even know you, mate, if you're a stranger, so you're welcome, but I want to know you actually watched to the end of the video. So if you message my Instagram the word gravy, yeah, not sauce. Sauce is cringe, it's overused. Message gravy, then I know you'll have watched it till the end of the video, and I'll send you this Miro board because it's super helpful, I think, for everyone. And yeah, I'll ping it over to you. Maybe I'll ping over breakthrough advertising too as well. Depends how many messages I get. Depends how well this video does. Depends how many of you guys comment. So comment, subscribe, all of that. Message me on Instagram if you want the Miro board. Say like, hope the boys who I send this to found it really useful. I haven't seen like a breakdown as in detail on this, but yeah, like this is the exact creative process you need to scale like to your first 10K, 100K, and even 7 figures. Like I say, it doesn't change. I don't care what course you buy. Like this is marketing fundamentals. Like if you understand your avatar, you understand what they desire, you understand your market sophistication and awareness level, you can purpose those into different angles, you test them, you write an order of priority, and you understand what format they consume organically, and you iterate, there is no way you don't succeed. Like you will have all the success you want. You just have to do a lot of volume of this, but this is what it all comes down to. Hope you enjoyed, boys, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. Bosh.